All right, so now we've got Kendra Chatterley on the phone with us with Rise Interiors. Kendra is going to let us know how you sell a vacant house.
Both through the professionals and through the homeowners, this is something that we come across a bit. And there's a lot of anxiety about it because people understand that once you kind of remove the elements of the interior of the house, you're left with just your walls and floors. So this is something that, like you said, it takes some imagination to really help the viewers to feel at home when there's not much to identify with a home per se. As far as, some quick facts to think about, if you're up against selling a vacant property, here's some thought. First of all, your first impression is everything, especially where viewers are going to be walking into an empty property. We really want to give them something to be excited about. So, put some details. It's the small touches on any listing that really draws people in and makes them feel connected to the property. So include some bright flowers, plantings around the door. Consider fresh paint, maybe possibly even a new front door. Update your light fixtures on the exterior of the house. Make sure, you don't have flaking paint. The roof is in good shape. All those details are the first things that your client is going to see. Also, too, be mindful of a, cracked walkway or anything that's going to draw away from the positive highlights of the property. First thing to keep in mind. Also, too, it's not just about the exterior. When you first enter a home, it's something that you want the initial contact with the viewer to feel like they've walked into something special. So without having to go big and leave a lot there, consider leaving a small table with a lamp, a small, little plant, maybe a candle, something that makes you feel like you're walking into a home. The other great option is leaving a carpet, a small little area rug, an entrance mat by the front door. Not only does it say welcome to everyone coming in, it also helps reduce the dirt getting dragged through the property as people come to tour the house.
Good point.
So, double duty.
Good point.
Also, color. I have a lot of clients that are color is just an overwhelming detail to a lot of people. I have also a lot of people, too, that tell me, white. I painted everything white. White and beige do not necessarily sell a home. Your color palette, an appropriate color palette to the interior of the home is what can be a powerhouse moving a property.
I'd so agree. So agree.
We want to complement your floors, complement the light. If you have a lot of light, then we can use the color balance, interior color balance, to make sure that light is played up. Pull your curtains back. Any window treatments. Would recommend leaving some window treatments. Again, you want people to feel like they're not into an abandoned home. This is something that is just in a transitional point. Area rugs are another great opportunity to set the stage of where a seating area would be. It helps people identify a scale to a room and break up all of your flooring. So an easy way to incorporate maybe a couple pieces into a room. And that leads me to my next thought. When you move, be kind. Leave some things behind because moving into your new home, if you can, leave, in the bedroom, even if you leave a bureau or maybe a small chair in the living room and a little side table that someone could see themselves sitting to read. Leave lighting. Anything that you can leave behind that isn't going to be detrimental into the next property that you're moving. And lastly, moving out, you want to make sure that this house is spotless because there is nothing to draw your attention away from the cobwebs or the dust or the holes in the walls. So pay attention to the cosmetic appeal of your walls. When everything's missing, everything else becomes more visible of your, the dust on your fans or whatever can accommodate. Make sure you put special attention into doing that because that is what people are going to remember. We want them to remember, the beautiful sunlight, the amazing kitchen, to die for master suite. We don't want them to remember the cobwebs and maybe that smell of the animal that once resided there or the musty smell of the house being closed up. Any house that sits vacant, definitely take the time to continually come back, even once a week, to just do a dry sweep through the floors. Make sure the light fixtures are all working properly. Open up the windows. Even if it's in the cold months, give yourself like a half an hour of just opening up the entire house and letting it just breathe. Fresh air, natural light, and color are all three things that can really sell a home. It makes people feel at home. Is a natural comfort to those elements, and that's without furnishings. That's what we need to play up. We need to draw in their attention to the stunning architectural features and to the overall warmth and inviting element of the house. So,
Kendra, love having you on the show. Glad to have you as a partner on my team. Kendra Chatterley, Rise Interiors. Thanks again. If you want to see our information, check it out on www.theroundtableradio.com under expert contributors.